Okay, so been a bit slow on the old videos past few days. Just everything I seem to touch doesn't seem to be able to be finished and got ready, and everything's taking a bit longer than it should do, and just one of them things really. So here we've got a very nice 1989 Suzuki RM250. So it's a very good year. Be a very good bike for Evo racing here in the UK. And as with all of my stuff, it's not completely ready to go. It needs a few bits and pieces doing to it, but overall it looks to be a nice bike that just needs a bit of cosmetic love and a few little bits and pieces of mechanical jobs. So we'll have a look at her. It's supposed to be a running bike, so hopefully we can have a run in. Certainly she's got a spark, and she turns over with decent compression. I'm sure there was a video of it running when I bought it, so we'll hopefully be able to listen to it. And there's no chain on it, and it's been snowing, it's very icy outside. Won't be riding it, and there's no chain on it, so we'll have to do the gearbox check just at the front sprocket. I have checked it, just go through all the gears, so all good really. So there's just a few bits, and I mean, it's a lovely bike. It's the original frame paint, which I always like, and I always try to talk people into leaving it the original paint. It's got the original VIN and model identification sticker on the frame. If you're going to get it powder coated, you're going to be taking that off. That thing's not going to come off in one piece, or they normally don't. It's the rear brake doesn't work, but it's got these extra bits and pieces with it. So it's got a new another master cylinder with it. It's got another rear caliper with it. It's got another inlet manifold with it. It's got another little throttle cover and a brake cover, inlet manifold, I think I said that. And it's got a new rear sprocket, and it's got another rear brake hose. So no matter really what's wrong with that rear brake, and it's just got no pressure. It might just bleed up. It might need new seals. But between the two sets of rear calipers and the two master cylinders, I'm sure you'll be able to make a rear brake that works, and it should be fine. I mean, I'm sure that they all need servicing, so that's that really. Someone's had a bit of a go at repairing the rear silencer. So the rear silencer looks, it's the genuine one. It's the original genuine Suzuki silencer, and someone's messed about with it. Now it looks to me as though what's happened is it's cracked up here on the mounting bracket. You can just about see, I think. And so rather than have someone TIG weld that back up, because it's aluminium, that's what you would need to do, they've got a rusty old steel plate, and they've kind of cut it to shape, and they've bent it, and then they've drilled and bolted it too, and then they've leathered it all in chemical metal. So they've made a right old mess of it, but ultimately you should be able to take those bits and pieces off and TIG weld that back up and make it back to being good again, or obviously find a replacement. So we've like I say, with no chain on it, we should be able to do the gearbox check. So it's in neutral now here. That should be first, yeah, and that is first. And then we should be back into neutral there. And a second. Third. Fourth. I've just gone in between a gear there. And fifth. Back down into fourth. Third. Second. And we go, back into neutral. Plastics, I would say they look to have been changed. They're not the original plastics. It's the original tank. That will clean up. Could do with a seat cover. Frame. It's got a fraction of a dent there, but nothing major. Radiators look to be in reasonable nick. The forks, they're going to need seals. It's the fork guide, actually. It's the fork guard guide. So this piece here that needs replacing. This piece is fine. Just needs a new guide. The forks, they need a service. That one's just been dusty. That will sort out. The chrome's not gone through on them anyway. The exhaust here just needs to be blown out a little bit. That's the original front pipe. So again, very, very nice to have that. Front wheel, what you can see, is in good nick. It's got a new tyre on it. No dents or cracks on that side, and no dents or cracks on that side. The hub looks to be in good condition. The front brake does work, so that's all nice. It's got a spark. The kill switch works. We'll hopefully be having it running in a minute. Seat cover, like I say, could do with being replaced. There's a few nicks and stuff there, and they've done a very bad job of putting it on. Doesn't actually look as though it's the right seat cover. Don't know what they've got that off. Rear wheel, again, it's got scuffs and scrapes on it. The rear, the front doesn't seem to, but there's no dents and no cracks. Again, nice to see. And obviously we've talked about the fact that the rear brake doesn't work. Rear shock shaft has got some rust on it, so you'd need to get that re-chromed. That's not too difficult to get done. I can point you in the direction of someone that can do that for you if you want. And we've got some play in the rear linkage. Now, I think that play is coming from the shock, but I wouldn't be surprised if the linkage bearings had gone as well. Again, not a major issue. It's quite common on motocross bikes. Right, let's see if we can get her fired up, and so you can listen to her run. Lovely. Like I say, just a little bit of TLC really, and should be a great Evo race bike, or just a bike to have fun on really. Cracking, like I say, really good year, 89. Great little toy.
Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.